Okay, what a movie. A Holy Spirit guided power movie. So it feels really good to hear what the mighties have to say in terms of what Jesus told you during the movie and what desires and beliefs to look at during the movie.
Mm. Oh, what came up right away was some fear, just a little bit of anxiety and um, anticipation for speaking, and then a lightness, feeling very light and open. Um, it's still there, like the energy.
So what's the desire? What's Jesus saying? If you focus on what Jesus is saying, it's really helpful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it felt like it was going to go into like a desire for loss, like something that could be lost with this seeing, this direct seeing. But I'm looking. So.
And what does Jesus say about the loss experience?
It just it completely evaporates in the light. Yeah.
That's really simple.
The fear just, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
That's it. Thanks.
That's beautiful. That's the power of choice, really. To cease to deny and just choose for the light. That's what this whole movie is out, just choosing for light. Instead of choosing for all the what's kerfuffling in a consciousness that's all around her, she stayed with her function, which is to the recognition of light and the mission. So I know there are other beings that hear Jesus. So if you're timid or haven't spoken out before, it's good to speak out and let Jesus speak through you, what you're seeing, what he's showing you and telling you about. Or even if you have a question, you can ask it here. Yes, Corey, did you want to speak here?
Sure. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, that part where the French guy said, "Oh, I don't think you need me," and then she kissed him and said, like, "I need you as a reminder." That part was great, and I didn't really know what was meant by that, but I'm sort of interpreting it now as like a reminder that that you need your brother. Yeah. And then the kiss representing love, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, Corey. That's really beautiful. That's really the heart for here, at least on that scene. The reminder that truth within comes with our brother. That's really beautiful.
Yeah. That part, and then the part where she talked on the phone with her mother, were kind of the only two parts where she was vulnerable or showing like warmth, or maybe the only two parts, but yeah.
Yeah, thank you. It's really helpful to see that what really love is and the power that comes with that. The way divine love looks, infinite love. As we move beyond the form and the way love looks. Because love's here, we're love itself, infinite, unchanging love. And along the way, those signs and symbols are helpful. Until we see that love is all there is. It just is everything. Every breath we breathe is love, is infinite, is an expression of infinite love. Is there anything else you're hearing from Jesus, Corey?
No, not really. Just I felt compelled to speak on. I mean, there's many parts and symbols in the movie that spoke to me, but those kind of, I almost didn't detect them when they happened.
Yeah, thank you. That's really beautiful. We appreciate you sharing.
Thank you.
Yeah, Dennis, I'm hearing your name actually. Would you care to share any of your thoughts that are coming through on this movie? Hi, Melissa. Did you feel to speak? Okay, Dyra. Okay. Yes.
Yes, Lena is sending me a message that she wants to participate, but she cannot unmute herself,
Oh,
or she doesn't have a way to raise her hand.
excellent. Hold on a minute. I'm going.
Okay, Lena,
Hold on just 1 minute.
te va a quitar del silencio.
Oop.
Hola a todos. ¿Me escuchan?
Can you hear me? Sí.
Yes, we can.
Bueno, es que no,
Okay.
no tengo cámara.
Is that I don't have a camera on.
Okay, excellent.
Bueno,
Okay, excelente.
a mí al principio me quedó muy claro que cuando ella está sometida a ser víctima, es una elección.
It was very clear for me in the beginning when she wanted to experience being a victim. It was very obvious for me.
Y una gran oportunidad para perdonar eso.
And it was a great opportunity to forgive.
Después, como la mente de ella se abre a tomar la decisión de ser guiada y de abrirse a otra posibilidad.
And how her mind opened up to make a decision and then experience itself expanding to that possibility.
Así que de esa manera nosotros podemos elegir como mente qué queremos.
And in that, I can see that we have the power of decision, of mind, that we are.
Y bueno, como aparentemente parecería que lo que los ojos del cuerpo y lo que el cerebro o toda la estructura de los sentidos nos dice pareceríamos real.
And so through this movie, I was able to see of the experience of what the eyes see or of the brain and all of that was said, how it generates the experience.
Reconocer que tenemos la visión de Cristo y tenemos al Espíritu Santo dentro de nosotros mismos es la opción que queremos.
And that we have.
Can you just ask Lena to move the microphone a little bit away from her mouth, just a little bit, because we're picking up a lot of breath and we can't quite hear her.
No entendí, Daira. No entendí, Daira. No oigo nada.
Lina, si puedes apartar el micrófono un poquito porque está muy cerca a tu boca y se escucha mucho ruido de fondo. So she was saying about that she could see
Okay.
that the Holy Spirit is within us, and that once we make that decision, how powerful it is.
¿Ya se oye mejor?
Sí, mejor, Lina.
Entonces, aquí es una decisión de la mente de decir al Espíritu Santo, sí, me hago a un lado para que tú me indiques a cada momento qué hacer, qué decir, a dónde ir.
So I could see clearly the decision of the mind to just follow the Holy Spirit and to say yes and to go all the way with that decision.
Entonces, permanecer en ese estado de conciencia en donde Él está presente es la meta.
And to be in that state of consciousness and to hear the Holy Spirit is the goal.
Y esa sería como la enseñanza de esta película para poder tener esa mente toda abarcadora y como dice al final, ¿no? ¿Dónde estás? En todas partes.
And so to be able to receive all that knowledge and to be present with it throughout the whole entire scene that I saw through this movie.
Entonces, en conclusión, diría que permanecer en ese estado de conciencia es mi elección.
So I would say that to stay in that state of consciousness is my decision. That's what I saw.
Como decía el compañero, con el hermano al lado, amando todo.
Like Corey was explaining of holding my brother's hand all the way.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Lena. It's beautiful.
Gracias a
Eso es
ustedes.
hermoso, Lina. Gracias. Thank you. Thank you to all.
¿Ya? Ok. Ha sido muy profunda esta película.
It has been very deep, this movie.
Emergieron emociones.
It surfaced a lot of emotions.
Y hubo una escena donde ella llegó donde la amiga y ya no se podía relacionar con ella desde lo viejo.
Especially this scene where she went back to her friend and she just couldn't relate to her anymore from the perspective of the world.
Y es la experiencia que estoy como viviendo, como experimentando, en que ya no, me relacioné mucho porque ya no estoy como relacionándome con así mismo, pues.
And so for me, that's been my experience recently, that I feel that when, in terms of the same way of relating, it has changed my perspective.
Y en la escena cuando ella se empezó a desintegrar, surgió miedo.
And so I saw the scene where she started disappearing. There was a lot of fear.
Y él estaba preguntando a Jesús que si esto era un liberamiento.
And I kept asking Jesus if it was a release.
What did he say?
¿Y qué te dijo, Melissa?
Que sí.
Yes, yes.
Cada vez me está llevando más profundo al silencio, a no juicio. Es como que ya no me puedo relacionar con lo viejo, con los... sí, es eso es.
So I feel that he's taking me deeper and deeper, and it's just, it takes me to where there's more silence and less judgment. And that's been where he's taking me now, just deeper and deeper and deeper.
Y sentí como cuando ellas, la luz, ellas ya todo se formó en luz, fue como que mi corazón se quería salir, es como este llamado tan fuerte a la luz.
And so at the scene where she just disintegrated into pure light, there was so much expansion for me. Just I felt that call for that call to light, to be the light.
¿Se me está contestando? Sí.
Mm.
Ya te bajé, te borras 2 veces. Intentado. ¿Verdad? Ella sabe que muere. Y yo, nada más y yo nada más y la miré y nada más decirle a mi mamá y decir que te robo a la otra. ¿Sabes qué pasó? Que Dios se le tocaba a la altura, ¿no? Y entonces yo dije así, le dije, a la altura, y me dije así, y ahí estaba metida y me cogió, y él me la pegó así, yo la cogí y le rajé la mano. O sea que aprenda a contestar el malo.
Sí, es una liberación.
Yes, it's a release.
It's so good to see that let Jesus interpret everything. It's so helpful. Thank you for that reminder, Melissa.
Y se siente también, Melissa, y es tan útil cuando escuchamos a Jesús. Gracias por este recordatorio.
It's a reminder that it's not our function to interpret anything.
Y es un recordatorio que no es nuestra función de interpretarlo todo.
Sí, yo no sé nada, no sé esto cómo está ocurriendo, pero uf.
Yes, I can see that I don't know anything at all, not even what's occurring right now.
Solo estoy confiando y confiando, sí, confiando.
And then I just said, there's a lot of trust, just full trust, complete trust in him.
Y siguiéndolo, siguiéndolo,
And
siguiéndolo.
following him and following him.
Y no sé nada.
And I don't know anything at all.
Pero se siente cada vez más ligero.
But it feels more and more lighter.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're so used to carrying that 600-pound gorilla. We don't see how light it is till we put it down. You know, that he's trying to get us to put that big fat gorilla down. It's heavy. And we're just going, no, Jesus, no. And that's why it's such a good demonstration. You can go all the way really quickly, but yet you see working with him how much we don't want to. We like to like drag it out before we make the decision. And it seems like in the play of consciousness, I remember, looking and thinking, boy, this just feels, well, because there's an expectation of how it feels. There's an expectation of what love is. There's like interpretation of love. And that's why we cannot interpret anything in form and need him to interpret all of it. And I love that pairing of him with that the mighty of the police officer. It's like, he's just like, what's happening? But he was still in the game. He was in it. He didn't know what was happening. And she was totally unwinding him on everything because she was in purpose. And we have to see that. We can not accept divinity for another. That's the play in consciousness. Like we can save a body or save another. No, there's just acceptance of divinity here and then following it. And to the whole world, it may look like you're insane, but you're so happy. You're just happy. So, yeah, it's just function. That's why it's so helpful when Jesus is whispering in your ear and you ask him, when things arise, am I still in function? And he's telling you, yes, you are. This is your function. Does anyone else have any thoughts on the movie coming? Okay, Corey. Hi. Corey.
At the very end, when the two cells became one, and that's when the transformation occurred. That was really something.
Thanks for that reminder. That's the point, isn't it?
Yeah. And the sort of the disappearance of form for her at least.
Yeah, thanks for that reminder. It was reminding me too that when it handed that information, that little disc right there, I realized that was really the symbol. There's no loss. For her, it wasn't about giving the knowledge. It was just this demonstration that there's no loss in infinite.
Yeah, which like digital media is a wonderful symbol because you can download, a history's worth of knowledge onto a $5 USB drive or on a website, and everyone can have it, and there's no loss. It's just free, cheap, easy, total knowledge.
Yeah, she knew that the knowledge was not the zeros and the ones anymore. Thank you, Corey.
Thank you.
Anyone else like to share what they're hearing? It's a pretty deep movie. Thank you all for coming to our Saturday matinee. Sunday matinee, actually. The days are all, it's all becoming the same. Thank you so much. We send you love from San Juan Kosala.